Well, Jeff, it is good to see you again.
Good to see you.
We meet every couple of years.
That's right.
And fortunately, that means we're both working. That you're making movies and I'm still doing television.
That's right.
Isn't that neat?
Good news.
Yeah, I enjoyed your performance very much. You know,
Thank you.
I'm from what is often perceived as redneck country, Texas.
Where's the? Oh,
Texas.
I just came from Texas. Whereabouts?
In Dallas, Fort Worth.
Oh, we were down in Austin and San Antonio.
Oh, that's real redneck
that's
country.
Beautiful.
And I have to say that you just play a dandy redneck.
Well, thank you. Thanks a lot.
And some people maybe wouldn't think that's a compliment, but in this particular movie, you better play a dandy redneck or you're in trouble. You know, it really brings to mind something, though, Jeff, that because of Jane's character, the down-and-out actress, and she kind of falls apart and becomes an alcoholic. And I guess it's a time for all of us to stop and think about, hey, you know, supposing the roles didn't come anymore, supposing they didn't need me anymore, what would I do? And do you ever think about that? Suppose the role stopped coming, what would you do?
Gee, I haven't given that much thought. I think I'd probably, you know, write something and make a little, you know, Super 8 movie of myself or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. Get into my painting and into my music and, you know, keep on keeping on. You know, just do what you do. And you got to, you know, a lot of people, you know, ask me how do you get into the business? You know, how do you get that first part? And a lot of times, you know, I remember my brother and I, when we were first starting out, we used to just, you know, rent an old truck and pull into a supermarket and get in the back of the truck and we'd act. You know, nobody produced that, or you know, it was coming from ourselves. So I guess if I didn't, I'd get back on the supermarket circuit and, you know, get back out there and perform, I suppose.
But did they pay you?
No. But we'd have to ask them this time. I guess we'd have to pass the hat this time.
Could you be happy doing anything besides acting, though, really?
Probably could. I love acting a lot. It's great. God, it's fun. What a life. I really feel blessed with having found that career and, you know, or having a father who was in that business and, you know, made it available to me. I mean, it's really terrific.
Was there ever a time in your father's career when there were down times when, you know, the work wasn't there, and maybe you even had to change your lifestyle a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
You remember that?
I was very young during that time, but he was when the whole blacklist thing, you know, was happening. You know, he was on that list, and that was like a very hard time for him. You know.
I wasn't aware that he was on that list.
Yeah,
for what reason?
Well, he wasn't real famous during that time, but so they didn't attack him as hard as they did some of the other people. But he was, you know, just curious and checking out some of these meetings that, you know, he wasn't a communist or anything like that, but he was, you know, there were organizations that were, you know, concerned with, you know, feeding people and clothing some, you know, less fortunate people, and they supposedly had, you know, communist connections or whatever. And I think he maybe went to one meeting and somebody named him, and bam, he's on the list, kind of deal.
How long did he not work?
Oh, I would say probably 2 or 3 years, you know, something like that.
And what did he do for a livelihood?
He taught, was a teacher for a while.
In high school, college?
I think it was a high school, I believe. Again, I was very, very young during those times. I don't remember it, you know, very well.
Jeff, we're coming into the Christmas season now, and I'd like to ask you, just play along if you will. If you could have anything in the world and money were no object, but now it has to be something you could feel or touch or, you know, a tangible thing. Money's no object. What would you like to have?
This is for myself, right? Because you know.
Or your family, all of you.
Or my family. It's got to be a tangible thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say a 200-foot, 300-foot, why not? Yacht, you know. something like that. I don't know.
Sail around the world?
It popped in my mind. Yeah, sail around the world. Yeah, that popped into my mind. So.
Have you ever had a boat?
No, never have. But I've always loved the ocean and had fantasies of getting a sailboat of some sort or something like that.
Is there any particular Christmas you remember, either for good reasons or bad reasons?
Well, I remember the Christmas. You go out there, out the front door, and you see that bike with a bow on it. I remember that one. What other Christmases do I remember? That one just for some reason popped into my mind.
How old were you then?
Oh, 8, something like that. Back in those days, 6 maybe.
Any other one come to mind?
When you mentioned that Christmas, I imagine, or I can remember those old home movies, and that special kind of color and the faded in that look, and when my folks, taking pictures of us opening, Christmas presents and that sort of thing.
You still look at those?
I haven't looked at those in 15, 20 years, probably.
You have to show them to your kids.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Get them on video. That's a good idea.
Right. Well, Jeff, it's good to see you again.
Nice
and
to see you.
Congratulations on your performance in The Morning After. I hope the film is a big hit for all of you. That can be my Christmas present to you.
Oh, thanks very much.
Good to see you.
See you. Good talking
Redneck.
to you. All right.
Nice.